Happy Monday. This is your coach, Karen Oliver. I am a life purpose professional coach, life purpose life coach, and a professional integrative health and nutrition coach. I'm also the owner of a vegan skincare line called NKB Cosmetics, which stands for Natural Care and Beauty. It is plant based and it is 100% vegan. Check that out if you have some time at nkbskincare.com. Also, there are skincare blogs there to find out what type of skin that you have if you don't know before you even try anything. So, you guys, we are back with the money check ins, and I'm also, hold on, also the owner and founder of WCD Coaching Incorporated, which stands for Women Committed to Dreams. Yes, I serve women to help them commit, activate, and manifest their purpose on purpose. So, hey guys, I am back. I'm a little bit late this morning. Was getting ready to be afternoon my time because I'm Eastern time. Usually I'm up here, you guys, anywhere from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. If that's okay, I am here. And I am chiming in from North Carolina. I never asked you guys where you guys are chiming in from. So when you comment or whatever, or you come up live, especially my Wisdom App community family, let me know where you're chiming from because we are live on several podcast platforms on this Monday. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I have a guest waiting, so I just want to bring them up on the Wisdom family. Miss London. Hey, Miss London, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for chiming in.
I actually was looking at your profile, looking at your question to ask you a question.
Okay.
I just thought your profile was so dope. And then I saw you live and I hit request. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to tell her she was dope.
Oh, thank you.
And it's really exciting to hear Monday check-ins. I thought I was the only person who did stuff that way. So it felt so good to see another woman doing the same thing. I love your acronym for your business. I just really like what you stand for. So I just wanted just to say that mostly.
Thank you so much, London. Thank you so much for your support. All right, you guys.
No problem, anytime.
Oh, yes. And I'm following you now. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing.
Yes, ma'am. Anytime. Like I said, I just love women who actually just love women. I just think it's a whole lot to it. You don't sound gimmicky. And we live in a time right now, especially marketing-wise, a lot of people sound gimmicky in what they're doing. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound genuine. And then even with your businesses, you have multiple businesses, but you can see the connection and how they all connect to you because I do personal branding. So I love that it's cohesive. I love that it looks amazing. And that's all I was saying. You can tell somebody authentically into something. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like people don't think people can't tell.
Exactly. Exactly.
Where y'all living at? And then when you said you from North Carolina, I was like, she my cousin. She my cousin. She my cousin. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Reedsville, North Carolina, which is the country, but I stay in High Point. So I've been in High Point, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina area for probably since 2013.
Lived in Greenville.
Oh, okay.
I just moved to Houston. But I saw you were from North Carolina. I was like, she probably my cousin. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we must link up sometime then.
Overall, I just wanted to say that, and just transparently, I was just having kind of rough start to the morning.
Okay.
It was more like, I don't know how other people spiritually are feeling. I've been in this place where when stuff is happening for me, you just try not to be distracted.
Right.
You know, by everyone else's success and stuff that they're watching. So just hearing what you had to say this morning just gave me more of a boost. Like, it's other women who really are about this.
Yeah.
And sometimes you feel like you're in a fight by yourself to stuff and to bring people together. Like, everybody's talking about unity, so why can't we come together? So
that's true.
It was encouraging to see someone just be themselves. I feel like I have no other way to say it, but just to be themselves.
Yeah, London, because we need that support system. You kind of hit it like definitely on the head. Because this morning, as I was sharing on my Instagram business page, I was like, we have those days where I mean we're grinding. Everything may be good, but still it's something that's in us that wants us to be like, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm tired, or I'm tired of being consistent. I know because I didn't been there, but we feel like we gotta all figure it all out, all at one time, and we really don't have to figure it out all in one day. All we need to do is rest and start over again, being consistent. It's normal to feel those days where I'm tired and I want things to move at a pace where it needs to be, but things move at a pace to where it's supposed to be. Yeah.
I think people forget in entrepreneurship, especially, or being a personal brand, because I'm really in that space to talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's you doing the job. And what I'm noticing more than anything is you have to own what you do, own that niche, and if that's all you talk about, feel proud of that. Because when you get online, there's so much noise and there's so much clutter that if you do have a problem, it's like you don't know who to go to now, you don't know who stands out. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's just so much stuff. So I feel like people, if they're in entrepreneurship or getting there, I think they forget this is still a job.
Yeah.
No matter how much you want to romanticize it and romance your life, absolutely, you still have to get up, you still have to get dressed, you still have to show up, just as though you was clocking in for someone else.
That's right. That's right. It's work. It's work.
All the time. And then if you go home, ding dong, hello, you're home at your office. So it's never an off point. Even if you go to your office, you're going to work more than everybody else. You're always going to have some thought on how to improve it. Like, that's what you signed up for, and people are not being honest. So when I see people saying they had a mental breakdown and they're stressed and they're this and they're that, and I'm like, yes, that's a part of it. Like, if we're following these media people, look at all of these people who have committed depression and suicide, and a lot of it was going into things with unrealistic expectations. A lot of it is thinking that family and people were supposed to help you, thinking that things were supposed to be a certain way, and they haven't gotten there yet. So it's really a struggle.
Yeah, because it's like you don't understand. Even though we know that life is hard, but like you said, when entrepreneurship comes into play, we don't understand that that's an added weight. That's an added weight because some of us think, well, I thought, when everything is coming together, it's going to be smooth. No. So when you start being consistent, you're compassionate about what you're doing, it gets rougher. I mean, it gets difficult, but you stay consistent because you know that it's authentically you and you love it. You know that this is your legacy, not just for you, but somebody else. No, you started it.
It gets harder. Think about it. It's not only your bills on your shoulder, it's your company bills on your shoulder, it's your staff on your shoulder. You have to be really conscious of bringing deals and connections you're making and clients that you want to onboard and people you want to work with. Because now you're responsible for your household and several other people's households.
Exactly.
And people act like they got it that deep, but they don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you show up by yourself with your job and your family, you have to take on the totality of everybody else. And if everybody else is happy and if they're performing, and are you constantly recruiting? Are you up to date on strategies and codes and depending on what type of business you have? You know what I mean? We don't take the time, and I love what you said before was sometimes you have to reset. Because I know we're both in the service-based business, but we're on two different ends of service-based business.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So places where you can connect, you can see stuff where my audience would have an issue with and vice versa.
Right.
So by the time people get to me, I'm like, you have to already be in this thing.
Yes, already.
You might already be like, this is what I want to do. I want to talk to these people. I want to be on this magazine. I want to be here. I want to talk. I can't gear you up for that.
That's right. You got to be geared up.
To a coach,
Right.
sit down with yourself, or if they can't help you with that, and it's deeper than that, you need to go to a therapist before you jump in this business game.
Hello.
So by the time people get to me, I'm like, I'm already on a creation cycle. Like, how many books do you need? What market are we trying to penetrate? What TV spots do you need? What we can't be talking about. I think God has called me. Okay, see, people, we already messing up.
Right.
Man, it's a lot to think about, and it's a lot. And I'm pretty sure, Karen, how long you? I think it's like you've been in this for over like 10, 20, 15 years.
No, I've actually been in this 3 years. It's entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was down the line. Well, matter of fact, that was my question to you. How did you know this was a perfect book girl?
Oh my gosh, I was one of the ones, London, that was saying I didn't want the hassle. I was like I was unsure for a long, long time. Even though I was still exercising in my gifts and I knew what I was supposed to do, I would still be like, "Oh, who you talking to me? Not me. I'm not finna be having headaches and stuff like that." But it's a mind thing. You're listening and looking at what everybody else is saying or looking at what everybody else said they've been through. Yeah, they went through those things, but that was a process for them, and then they got back up. So I'm listening and saying, well, yeah, I ain't gonna be no headache. I don't want to have to do everything by myself. That was my thing, but that was actually my purpose. I had been doing it, and so coming into the pandemic in 2019, beginning of 2020, when everything stopped, it was like boom, right there in front of my face. Like, this is you. Like, this is your gift. This is your gift. You have been doing this. It's just that you were worried about, oh, I don't want to have to go through this pressure, this and this and that. But I was equipped for it. Yeah, I went through it. Some days I'm still going through it. It gets tough. But because it's my passion and it's not about me, it's about people in society, it's about families in society, it's about the community, it's about the women. I know what I went through coming up as a single mother. I know what I had to endure. So I know that I had to help somebody else. Um, so I'm like, hey, this is something that I knew that had to stick. And when I fell into it, that's when everything started falling into place because I knew that was my purpose. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Karen, and I want to say hey to London too if she's still listening because I just jumped in really quick, just came in on you guys' conversation. You guys talking about entrepreneurship, and you were saying, and I think you were saying too, was a mindset thing. And I like what London was saying is like, by the time you get to me, you got to be ready.
That's it.
You know, and I get that. And myself, as a mindset strategist, I help new and upcoming entrepreneurs get their mind together so they can get to people like London and get ready to go. But I like what she was saying and you both were talking about. People don't want to do the work.
That's it.
They see other influencers out here just gunning and going, and I'm like, half of the time those influencers already have a team behind them. They have people working with them, even if it's just one or two people. I tell them it's like it took time for them to get to that space where they are. It takes a lot of mental work. And again, like Lana was saying, at some point you may need to go back and see a therapist. You need to maybe go see a counselor or something because entrepreneurship is work.
It's work.
It's work. And you have the coaches that say, oh, I can help you make 6 figures. I can help you make 4 figures, 5 figures. But that's a mindset thing. You can give me all the strategy, everything, how to talk to people on Instagram and make posts and things like that. But mentally, if I'm not ready or prepared, I'm not going to get it. It sounds good. I'll probably follow through with what you're saying to do. But deep down inside, mentally, if I'm not there, it's not going to happen.
That's right. It's not. And like you said, that you come in and you're like, but like I just said, like I had to be equipped. I had to be ready, and God got me equipped for that. And I had to lead and do things on my own. A lot. I had to learn how to do things on my own going in there, because I didn't just jump out there and be like, oh, well, where do I start? Even though some people do, but I had guidance, and that was guidance from, I'm saying, my savior and my peers. But even though I still had guidance from God, I still had to have it in my mind. I had to have the choice to make up in my mind, this is it. I'm choosing this. This is a part of me, so I'm accepting it, and I'm choosing. I'm accepting the fact that I'm gonna go through hurdles. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. There will be some months where I won't, you know, may not even make any progress, but I still gotta stay consistent doing the work.
Yeah, I like that. You said that, like you were saying, a little bit earlier, it's your passion. It's about the people. It's not about me. And so, like you said, you had guidance from God and other peers and things like that, and that helps you do well. If you were in that mindset like that, but if it's just, I gotta, make five figures, four figures, or whatever, I need to make this money or whatnot, and it's not within you. Yeah, you may make that money, but at the same time, afterwards, you're not gonna know what to do next.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, I made this chunk of money in about a month, but what's your strategy from moving forward from there on? What do you do next? How do you continue to build and grow? Because you got to continuously make that money, right? You got to continuously have that money come in, and like you said, sometimes you may have a dry spell where nothing comes in. So, what's your strategy?
That's right.
What are you gonna do next? Who are you speaking to? Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with? And at some point, you got to stop doing it on your own. The solopreneur, you got to stop doing it on your own and by yourself, and open up and get help and get assistance, so you can continue to make what you were making, or even more than what you were making. And I work with people all the time. I do those discovery calls. We talk and things like that. But when I tell them what the mindset work is going to consist of in my program, it's like, okay, well, it's like crickets afterwards. And also investing financially.
Yes.
Ain't nobody wants to put the money in. They want to pay $20, $40, and like, give me the world, give me everything. that I hear you talking about. I'm like, no, it's I need your time as well. You know what I'm saying? You can pay me the money, but if you're not investing the time, it's not gonna work either. I can't help you.
Exactly.
So it's like we really have to pay attention and do our research and do our homework on the subject of entrepreneurship. Period. Like what it is and what it entails. To be where you want to be and get successful in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, Jessica. You hit it on the nail. Like you said, nobody wants. They think, okay, well, hey, well, yeah, they think they can pay like $20 or $30, and then when you start charging for discovery calls and consultation fee, they like, oh, so they charge a fee for that? Yeah, because so many people show up and they talk a good game. Oh, I'm really serious. I really need that. But when you don't have the time and you don't pay attention, you're like, oh, wait a minute, let me wait. In the profession that we are in, is that we have other leadership roles outside of a coach. We are a parent. We are other things to other people. So that's you're wasting time if you're not ready. And even if you do have the money, like you said, Jessica, and you busy and you're not paying attention to me, and then you're telling me you're really not serious.
Absolutely, and also, I had to start putting a charge on when people even, oh, I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you about this, talk to you about that, and they don't show up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I tell people too, I still work my full-time job while I run my business on the side.
Me too, Jessica.
My time is important. So if I'm taking my lunch break, or I'm taking a couple of days off to get some things done, and then I'm squeezing you in, or taking time to want to speak to you for 15 to 20 minutes, and you don't show up, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to start putting a price or a fee on this. That let me know who's really serious, who really wants my assistance, who wants my help, and values my time as well as their time as well. Because I know it sounds good. Oh, she's saying everything that I need to hear,
Yeah.
and I need to talk to her. But once you start talking to me, and people know I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not in this, like you said, just to make money. I know people out here need help. I know people
Yes.
are brilliant, bright, people who have wonderful ideas that need to be out in this world. There's just so much in fear, doubt, and procrastination
Yeah.
of trying to, get it out. And it's all a mental thing. It's a mindset thing. So sometimes it does need to refer back as, going to therapy or going to counseling because
Yeah.
things that they have had in their past or in their environment is blocking them from getting where they want to be, and they don't know how to take the blocks off.
That's right. That's right. So why do you think that you don't? And then you hear some prospects that say, "Well, well, I'm really okay in that area. If you was really okay in that area, no offense, and then you wouldn't need to speak with someone to be like, well, I need to talk to you, or you wouldn't be asking me questions, and saying, oh well, let me just pick her or him and get questions and be like, oh well, maybe I'll set up a time a little bit later on and never do because guess what? You didn't gave too much information, and that's something that we need to understand not to do is to give so much information because that's what people want from you to get free information.
Yeah, I just try to, keep the surface level. Have them thinking and wondering and guessing. So it could be something that's swimming in their head, over the weekend or over the next couple of hours. Like, okay, I need to do this, or do I really need to get in contact with her, or can I really talk to her about this? So I've learned my lesson on that as well.
Yes.
I just keep it surface level. So Carrie, it was good talking with you. I see my time is almost up. So
Thank you, Jessica.
I'm talking with you. Thank you, and I'm following you on here.
And I did the same likewise. Thank you so much for coming up. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
All right, you guys. Shout out to Jessica in London. Follow these professional women of entrepreneurs who are helping others in the community. Again, you guys, if you are not well today or you are not feeling like you can go on, keep in mind that consistency pays off and that it won't always feel easy. It won't always look easy. But it's worth it. I know we have all been there. That's what we just discussed. We've all been there, and some days we still go through it. But consistency is key, and we got to learn how to maneuver. We got to learn how to pivot. We got to learn how to turn when we're supposed to turn in the right direction. We got to learn how to get the right guidance. All right, the right guidance, and we got to learn how to turn to the and connect. Learn to turn and connect to the appropriate people that is beneficial in our life because you want people to be in your corner that is going to help push you on, that is going to help motivate you on. They're not going to always tell you good things either. You got to learn how to take creative criticism. This is something I learned years ago before I got into entrepreneurship. Some of you may have heard me say I had a dream. There was a dream that the Lord showed me, and where I was talking to someone, and they told me something about myself, and I didn't quite receive it. And at the end, I finally received what they were saying. And so the whole moral of the dream was that in your lifetime, there will be loved ones and there will be people that will give you creative criticism. And you either choose to use it or you choose not to, but it's not bad. So the whole dream was about it's not an ugly thing. It's because some people do care about you. Because let's be honest, everybody does not want to see you win. But the thing about it is that we got to learn how to distinguish creative criticism versus somebody just criticizing you for the bad. And that's what I had to learn too. So we have to learn to get mentored by other people. So know that today is going to be a great day. Know that, look, even if you ain't feeling it today, know that the week ahead is going to be great. That it's going to get better, and that there's someone that's around you that cares for you and cares about your life, cares about the things that you are going through, cares about the things that you are building, because they know that you're doing the right things. There's going to be people in your path that is going to lift you up even when you can't lift your own self up. I know that because each and every one of us have been through that situation and have been there. So just take that as an encouragement, and I hope you guys that this conversation have really helped you all. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. If you would like to speak with me or talk to me one on one on each of my profiles, there are ways to contact me. Um, and we can schedule a call to talk if you need to and if you desire. So I hope you guys have a great week ahead. I definitely will be back on this week talking to you all. Thank you so much for everybody on my wisdom family in the wisdom community. Thank you, Jessica in London, for coming in and sharing your thoughts. Thank you, everybody, for viewing and watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter Live. I will talk to you soon. This is your coach, Karen, and thank you for tuning in to the Stay True podcast. Bye.